Okay, let me welcome Yolisa. She leads the design and implementation of impactful community initiatives focused on youth development, education, and social upliftment. Her role involves building and maintaining strategic partnerships, managing key projects and initiatives, driving the creative direction of the foundation's events and initiatives together with Temba Bavuma and the team to ensure that they're both engaging and impactful. And lastly, supporting their student cohort while maintaining strong relationships with their parents and guardians. Yolisa, good evening. Friday, how you doing?
Oh, it's way past my bedtime.
Everybody
But I'm
complains,
good.
man. Why do you want to
Yeah.
sleep? Why do you want to sleep on the day that you woke up? Always sleep on the next day.
Oh no, I could never. I could never. When it's dark outside, it's time to be in the
It's
blankets
time.
and sleep.
Fantastic. So the foundation
Yeah.
that we're talking about usually focuses on education, mentorship, and sport. Why is a food drive the right expression of Freedom Day for this year?
Mm. Yeah, so I think for us, really, Freedom Day is a moment of reflection, but also responsibility. So while, yes, our core focus is education and sport and mentorship, we recognize that many in our communities are still navigating very immediate challenges. We've had a long relationship with the Frida Hartley shelter, and I mean, it is a shelter for destitute women and children, and they serve the community as well, the Yeovil community. So a food drive felt like the most honest expression of what freedom should mean, you know, being able to meet basic needs with dignity. And it's just our way of showing up in a way that's relevant to the realities that people are facing right now.
Yolisa, Zimbabwe is turning 46 tomorrow on Freedom Day on the 27th of April. South Africa is going to be 32 years old. And one of the main problems within the two countries is obviously hunger. If you've never been hungry, you don't know how serious it is. You guys want to feed about 700 people in Yeovil on Freedom Day. That's a lot of prep. You think you'll be able to manage?
Yeah, so it's not anything new for us, really. So when it is, you know, a holiday such as this, generally, there is a mini, let me not say a mini, there is a food, a soup kitchen that generally does happen. But we've noticed over the years that you get plus minus 700 people. So we definitely prepared for it. It's not our first rodeo show. And but yes, an initiative at this scale requires detailed coordination. But you know, we've done it before, so we know that it starts with sourcing the food. We have our partners, our donors, and we ensure that we have enough to meet the demand that we anticipate then. And then thereafter, it's just logistics, and then the pace and the meals being distributed efficiently. So we know what to do.
Oh, you guys know your business. Good.
No,
Thank you.
definitely.
Thank you for that. So Cheryl Tlabane said true freedom must include freedom from hunger. How does that idea shape the way you design this event beyond just handing out meals? How do you ensure that after the 27th of April, those who don't have food can also be catered for?
Mm, mm. So while you know the number of people we feed is important, it's definitely not our only measure of success.
Hmm.
So we look at how the day was experienced. You know, was it well organized? Did people feel respected? It's not a one-time event. I mean, we always show up. We always do something. We just know that this day is at a greater scale, but we ensure that we always show up every single month. We always at the Frida Hartley shelter, just to ensure that we're always doing something. We bring along our student cohort, we bring along our partners, our donors, and at times we find that even when we're not there, they still continue going. So I think at the forefront of it all, we make sure that we always raise awareness of the shelter and the need for it, so that other people are able to participate even if we're not there. And so it continues. it continues and ongoing support.
You work closely with parents and guardians in your work, as well as other members of the student cohort. Are any of your foundation families involved in this event as beneficiaries or as volunteers?
Oh, most definitely. I always encourage, first, if I start off with our students, I always encourage them to be there. I try and, of course, it's instilled where, in their homes as well, but we always try and instill that you too give back. So they always participate in all our events. We encourage the parents. They're always supportive, our sponsors, our donors, everyone's there. So we never find that we have to, run after people to get them to be there. They always openly and willingly show up. This year will be our 10th year anniversary, and they've consistently been with us walking the journey. Even kids that have gone on, even our students that have gone on to work, go into their respective fields, they still come back. We still, send out comms, and they're always there.
Yeah. So the media is going to be covering this not only because it's Freedom Day, but they are in it for the news. How do you balance storytelling and the protection and the dignity, as well as the privacy of those involved within the community?
Yeah, so it's something we are very intentional about. Storytelling is important because it helps bring awareness and support, but we strongly believe that it should never come at the expense of someone's dignity. So we guide media to focus on the initiative as a whole rather than individuals, unless there's clear consent. So, when we are at the shelter, it's an absolute no for the children that are there. And we just, always mention that it's the important thing is capturing the spirit of the day without making anyone feel exposed. And if I look back on the past years, we've done pretty well on that. And those individuals that do get to say a few things here and there, we definitely have their consent at that. So we manage that.
Yolisa, I know that a lot of people are listening now, including CEOs and managers of companies who may want to participate but may not necessarily be available on the day. How do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so there are many ways to partner with us, be it through, coming through on events that we have. So we always post that on our social media together with our partners that we have. But you are always able to directly, email us at info@tembabavuma.org. If you go to our website, tembabavuma.foundation.org, all our contact details are there. So it's really just reaching out. I, share my contact details. We hop onto a call and we get things started. It's that simple, really.
Okay. The foundation began way back in 2016. This is 10 years later. Have you grown in leaps and bounds? What are still your biggest challenges?
Oh, definitely, we have grown. I look at our student cohort. We've had more than 10 students that we've supported through schooling, and we always take a long-term view on our students. So, find that we'll get our students from grade 8 through to matric and into, post-schooling as well. We have 4 students that have gone on, 3 of them that have gone on to their respective fields within the corporate space, and one that actually shares, a changing room with Temba Bavuma himself. So he's playing professionally. We've had so many food drives and clothing drives. So that by itself, we've supported thousands of individuals, and we look to grow that cohort as well. As I mentioned before, this is our 10-year anniversary, and we want to keep going. I think Temba has a clear vision as to what it is that he wants to achieve with the foundation, and all of us that work with him, we share that vision. So we continue just touching lives, making difference, and growing our cohort, supporting more students through schooling, through their sports, their sporting goals and their academic goals. Some students aren't looking to go play professionally, but they want to go into go be a doctor, go be an accountant, and we support that.
This is really important. You are helping provide some kind of dignity to those who are less fortunate than you and me. Do you think at any given time you'll probably go into, providing medicines for those who need medical attention?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I know I mentioned, food drives and clothing drives, but we really do a lot. I mean, I personally myself, I have a sibling that is autistic, and I mean, that alone, we support, such initiatives. So it's a matter of either us identifying, an organization, an entity that we support, or they come to us and we partner and we do what it is that we can. We're not limited to just, sport or education. We support where there is a need.
Hey, thank you so much for joining me. You can go and sleep now. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to everyone else that is listening. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. We'll see you on Freedom Day on the 27th of April. See you then.
Most definitely. Thank you.
This is Channel Africa.